Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out some more Reddit stories, and if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too, and let's crack on with today's first story. Much love guys. Now today's first story comes from Material Towel 8051 from the Am I Wrong subreddit and says, ex-girlfriend who broke up with me because I won't have a tattoo of her name wants to reconcile after 2 years. Am I wrong for telling her to fuck off? We dated for 2 years. She loved tattoos and maybe had 6 tattoos when we were dating. To be honest, I never liked tattoos, but I don't judge people for having it. Once we had an argument on a topic that she had a tattoo right over her vagina written as James's property. James is my surname. She said she had this done for me. I appreciated her, but I also told her it wasn't necessary. That's wild. I told her that she doesn't need to show her love by marking her body, and I love her for being herself. She took it offensively and started arguing with me saying I don't love her and I don't appreciate her efforts for our relationship. We had an argument but was able to solve it and pass through it. Then she asked me to have a tattoo of her name in my neck as a birthday present. She knew that I absolutely hate tattoos and I do participate in blood donation events, so it's a big no from me. I told her she can ask anything, but I won't have any tattoo. She again started to argue with me, but I was firm with my decision. Then she lost it, called me names, shouted at me, and accused me for using her. I couldn't believe what I was hearing from her at that moment. I realized our relationship was getting toxic. I wanted to end it, but wanted to give it another go because I loved her. To my surprise, she broke up with me, saying she can't be with someone who doesn't love her. Before I could do anything, I found myself blocked in every social media. 2 years passed since then, and I'm in a lot better position right now. I'm doing really well, and I'm earning a fair income too. I gained new hobbies, I met new people and became friends with them. But last night, I got plenty of messages from my ex asking how I was. I wasn't expecting this because I almost forgot that she existed because of the way we parted ways, but I didn't reply to any of them. At midnight, I get a bunch of calls from her but didn't pick up any of them. In the early morning, she again called me and was sending me messages continuously. Finally, I picked her call and she said we need to talk. I told her what and she immediately said she made a huge mistake by breaking up with me. That she misses me and she wants me back. She also said she won't force me for anything again and will try to remove those tattoos if I want. I was listening to her, but for some reason, I didn't feel anything. This may be because my life became more beautiful without her in these 2 years, and I don't want to sacrifice it. I just said fuck off and never tried to contact me again. Then I blocked her. I don't know what I did was right or wrong, but I shared it with some of my friends today. Some of them said I did the right thing, some of them said I was extra cruel on her for saying it because she was trying to get a chance to fix our broken relationship. Am I wrong? That is wild. Just having that tattoo out of nowhere and coming up to you. A girlfriend ever came up to me and did the same thing and just said, look, I've done this for you. I'll be like, what the fuck? You know, your body, your choice and all of that, but holy moly. And then demanding me to do the same, getting a tattoo across your neck of their name. Hell no. Me and this one, just fair play for realizing you're in a toxic relationship and being done with it. You know, move on. 2 years later, she comes back to you. And I know this is like a wild reach here, but it just felt to me like maybe she just couldn't find anyone else. She's kind of permanently, in quotes here, got James across her vagina. Obviously, I know she can get it removed, but whew, that's gonna sting. But little rude girl says, you're not wrong. Sounds like she just threw out a bunch of how she missed you and won't make you do this or that, but never truly apologized for her emotional immaturity. You've already created a new chapter in your life. Just keep moving forward. Pie Sandwich says, mate, you did the right thing. Your life has peace and happiness in it. She sounds so toxic. Even Monty Burns would feel guilty about dumping her in a lake. You moved on, and by the sounds of it, it's a million miles from where you used to be. Stay happy and find someone that complements you in your life. Grand Wrangler says, we'll never be wrong for standing your ground and prioritizing your happiness and values. If you feel that reconciling with her could potentially bring back toxicity into your life, then it might not be the right move. Your life is better without her. Why risk everything? You just did what you think is right for you. Rocket says you don't have a relationship to fix. She didn't make a mistake that lasted 2 years. A week would have been a mistake. She disappeared on you for 2 years and did who knows what or who. She probably realized how well you treated her. You maybe could have told her to take a hike a little more politely. So OP comes in with an update and says, a little update. First of all, I'd really like to thank you all for the support you guys have shown. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this, but it still means a lot to me. I got an update on my current situation which I'd like to share. Almost every one of you guys told me to block her, which I already did, and move on. I was determined to move out, but my ex seems like she had other plans. Since I blocked her contact number, she started to spam call me. Every time I blocked her number, I'd get another call from a new number, and it was my ex, asking me to meet her once, and she wants to see me desperately. Bullshit. I wanted to change my number, but it's hard because my job requires a healthy communication with my co-workers, and they always contact me on this number. I was getting spam calls from her, but later, I started to get spam messages from her friends saying to man up and meet up with her. They said she's badly hurt by my actions and she still loves me a lot. They also said my ex didn't date anyone in the past 2 years and was celibate because she was working on herself to be a better person for me. Another bullshit. They said many more things, but I just blocked them without replying. Then I started to get spam calls from them too. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I picked up a few calls and they were absolutely furious on me, bad-mouthing me, cussing me, calling me names, calling me I'm not a man, and saying that they will find a better person for my ex than me, and I'm a piece of crap and I don't deserve my ex at all, blah blah blah. I just laughed loudly, which maybe made them more furious. I just told them I noted their contact numbers and now I'm going to take legal help. To my surprise, their calling stopped immediately, and since none of them have called me once. Cowards. Now here I did something which will make you guys angry. I met with my ex today because she promised me that she would leave me alone and never bother me again if I agreed to meet up with her once. I believed her and told her that I'll meet up with her in a nearby restaurant. She said she will book a table for us and we fixed a time for meetup. When I reached the spot, I saw her waiting on a table. This is the first time I saw her in 2 years and she didn't change that much. The only thing that changed is she got some more tattoos on her hand and on her shoulders. She was brunette, but now she colored her hair blonde. She proceeded to hug me, but I rejected. I told her that I'm in a hurry because my girlfriend is waiting for me. It's not true because I'm not dating anyone and I have no interest in spending time with my ex. She looked hurt. Her eyes went down for a minute and regained herself and said she understands and she won't take much time. She asked me to sit and I did. She then said to apologize for how she ended things between us and how she regretted it every single day. She said she was a shitty person back then and now she can realize how much damage she had done to our relationship back then. She again apologized to me saying she understands if I have nothing to do with her, if I hate her or don't want to see her again, if I wish her death because she thinks she deserves it. I was silent in hearing all these and I could see tears were rolling from her eyes. I just told her that I don't hate you and I'm sorry for being rude to you in the call, and I congratulate you for improving yourself and being a better person. She thanked me. I asked her if she still had the tattoo on her. She said yes and she had no intention to remove it. I told her to remove it and move on with her life. I then told her I need to leave and she said she wished all the happiness for me and she's happy because I finally met someone who would take good care of me. I thanked her. She said she will keep her promise and she will never contact me again. But she wished one day we could be friends in the future. She then said goodbye and both of us walked in different ways. So that's it. I didn't get any calls or texts from her or a friend since then. I feel like this is closure I really needed and now I'm free in my life. I feel fresh and I can move on with my life without any types of hesitation. I wish her the best and hope that she finds true love in her life. Thanks to everyone. I really appreciate all of you for showing the support. Thank you once again. And we have another update in a moment, but Fluffy Lotus says, so she had everyone harass you repeatedly to tell you she's sorry. Doesn't sound like she grew much. Glad you told her your girlfriend was waiting. To be honest, all these people sound like absolute trash. Good luck in the future, far far away from this nutbag and her flying monkeys. Grumpy G says, I'm not sure. Crazy people have crazy friends. Wouldn't be surprised if that's their crazy way of helping. Opie says, I just hope she keeps her promises. Not gonna lie, but she seemed mature and behaved than before. I wish her luck and hope she gets the happiness in her life. And the next update says, hello everyone, it's me again. It's been a week and I'm here to update about my situation. Also, I'd be clearing some doubts and people asked me in my DMs. Did she try to contact me again? Many of you in my previous post says she was not done with and she will try to contact me again. Good news guys, it seems like she really became mature enough. Since last week I didn't receive a single message or calls from her. Even I didn't get any messages from her friends as well. Some of them blocked me and some of them apologized for their behavior. Did she remove the tattoo? Opie says, like I said in my last post, she didn't remove it. She said she will keep it, even though I told her to remove it and move on with her life. She said she knows and will manage. I didn't look into it further. Did she make any sexual offering during the meetup? Opie says no, she didn't. She looked emotional and she was asking for forgiveness the whole time. Someone says, is it true that she was celibate for the past 2 years? Opie says in her words she was. She said she knows I won't believe it and she doesn't know how to prove it. And she said our breakup was a total wreck and was able to understand how much toxic she was. She said she seeked therapy and did work on herself for improvement. Someone says, why did she involve her friends? Opie says she said she didn't expect it. In fact, her friends assured her that they will convince me to get back with her, so she trusted them. She also said sorry for it, and said she will make sure that her friends don't bother me again about her. Someone says about their current relationship. Opie says in my previous post, I said I was seeing a co-worker. Yes, we're dating now. 4 days ago, I got a proposal from her unexpectedly. It was a perfect moment for us. I hugged, kissed, and slept together for the first time. I made it official in my account. My friends are congratulating me still now. That's it. A wild chapter of my life is finally closed. I'm set to put my step for upcoming future with my girlfriend. Thanks to everyone who showed your support. It was really great and I respect you all for that. Wishing you a happy life to you all. It's funny how Reddit stories always got me convinced there's something more going to happen. I kind of feel like there is more that's going to happen, although Opie said that's their final update. During the meeting where they was talking to each other, I was quite surprised when, he said, no, just get rid of the tattoo. Gee whiz, get rid of it. She's like, nope, I think I'll keep it. It's like, what? You're just going to try and get another James and that James is going to not be surprised when he sees James's property. Oh, dearie me. But now I'm going to turn this one to you guys. What do you guys make of this situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And let's move on to another story. Now, this one I have to give you a warning that is inconclusive at the moment, but it was an interesting one I found. It was from No Stupid Questions from Canon Constructor, who was asking, my brother got a job offer that is too good to be true. What's the scam here? Hey Reddit, about a week ago, my little brother found an online posting for a job to run a farm, applied for it and got it. Seems straightforward, right? Not at all. It seems to me sketchy as fuck. Here's the details. We live in California. My brother says a rich woman from Florida inherited a farm that she needs work at in Kentucky. He claims she will give him a place to live rent-free. Includes a work truck and everything he needs, and after 5 years, she will give him the entire 200-acre farm, house, and everything, but also paying him $3,500 a month. Seems too good to be true, right? I've asked him to share the details such as the woman's name and address of the farm so I can cross-check it with county records. He has not provided this information yet. I told him to get the offer in writing so I can review it. He claims the woman's legal team is drafting it up upon his arrival and will send it to me then. He claims she bought him a ticket and he flies out tonight to start work tomorrow. On one hand, if she bought him a ticket and he actually boards the plane, it might be a feasible job offer. Though I can't imagine anyone giving someone an entire 200-acre farm while paying them to work there after 5 years. On the other hand, I'm getting red flags all over this and thinking the worst, like you will wake up in a bathtub full of ice in a strange place missing vital organs. Is there some sort of job offer scam that could have someone fly across the US that I'm unaware of? I tried Google farmhand scam, but I'm coming back empty. My brother has himself convinced that this is a legitimate job offer and isn't listening to my reasoning or red flags. So what is the scam here? And there were some varying opinions on this one. So Kips the Dude says, I'm sorry, but this sounds like a human trafficking setup. Opie says, yes, exactly. I'm thinking the absolute worst, like my brother is about to become a drug mule for the cartel. My one saving grace is my little brother, though clearly stubborn, is built like a Navy SEAL. He is huge and all muscle, so if anything happens, I think he can get himself out of it physically. Kips the Dude says, can he ask info about the farm, website, how payroll is handled, etc. Stuff he can look into before he literally gets on a plane. Opie says, I've been asking him for it, and he hasn't provided it to me. Tips the dude then replies again saying he could also just be leaving to try and start over and doesn't want to tell anyone that's what he's doing. Any chance that's the case? Opie says it could be. It's so weird. We're pretty close and I'm usually his advisor and guide to the adult world. It is so weird to me. He hasn't provided me with the information I've asked him for. Natasha Overworld says, OP, ask your brother to put a tracking app on his phone and send a picture of whoever meets him to you. Of course, if he was smart, he'd not go, but at least this way, you might be able to save his dumb ass. Opie says, what's weird is after he got the offer, he stopped sharing his location with me. I again have told him to get me the information and to share his location with me before he flies out. I've talked to some other family members and they all think it's suspect. But he's a grown adult and we can't stop him. We can only warn him. And Opie's got some updates in the comments about what's been going on. I think it's still going to be inconclusive in the end, but that is absolutely wild, isn't it? And overall, the comments on this one are just saying like, bad vibes here. Could be cult, could be all sorts of things going on. Maybe he is just wanting to get away and make a fresh start, but none of it's making sense at the moment. Opie's first update says, hi, I'm finishing my work earlier today. My BFF is driving down to go with me to the girlfriend's house this afternoon. On the one hand, if he has something private or just didn't want to tell me, that's totally fine. He is an adult and I won't press if they assure me he's in good and can collaborate information. On the other hand, what I was told was very suspect. We plan to go this afternoon and check in, make sure they've heard from him or physically got him to the airport, and know the need to know information and have flight numbers, etc. We'll take it from there and I'll update, but so far, no update yet. I sent another text, but his phone is still on Do Not Disturb. Next one says, hello OP here. I just got done with work in record time. My BFF is headed down from SF to come with me to the girlfriend's house. I feel crazy, but I just want confirmation he is okay, or there is more information such as address and flight numbers and etc. BFF will be there in about an hour, and it takes about 45 minutes to get to the girlfriend's house. So I'm looking 2 to 3 hours, or I hope by 4 PM PSD latest, I'll know something. Or at least we will leave a note asking them to call me. As Reddit pointed out, the story is so weird, and it may be likely he didn't want me to know what's going on. That's okay, he is an adult and I respect his privacy, but I need confirmation from others about his whereabouts are known and he is safe. Someone found the job post, so maybe it's legitimate. Maybe he's on a plane or exhausted from an overnight and moving. I have no answers right now, but will update when I can. In my wildest dreams, I never expected this much support and kind strangers. I'll keep everyone updated as best as I can. Thank you, Reddit. I love this site and I'm a long-time user. I can't believe this is blown up, but I'm happy the world is rooting for little brother. Fingers crossed I get answers today. Opie says, hi. My update is last evening my brother texted me and let me know he was exhausted from traveling and we will FaceTime later today. Most importantly, he has all his vital organs. I know that's a joke, but I was super sketched out. I'm planning on sharing everything here, as well as go over safety plans and to remind him he is never stuck in any situation and can always come home. We're all adopted and don't have a traditional family and parents. This is how I'm sort of involved in being his adult guide. We talked about decisions together. Ultimately, he's an adult, but I'll do my best to always protect and guide him. Next comment. Nothing yet, but I'll be demanding it, going over safety plans, sharing everything in the post, and reminding him he can always come home. The entire sequence of events was so quick. Within a few days interview and go, and just bizarre. I'll be speaking to him in depth today. 4 days after the original post, Opie says he hasn't called or FaceTimed me yet as promised. I don't know you all. He's an adult and has been in touch over text, as I've said. 7 days after the original post, Opie says, I'm about to post the newest update shortly. TLDR, I haven't seen his face yet and he hasn't shared a location, nor has given me the farm address. God bless Reddit, I already have the information you all sent to me. I've only got a couple of messages from him since he got on the flight. I text him tonight that I'd file a missing persons report and get Kentucky locals involved if he doesn't FaceTime me, so I know he's alright. Versus a vague text. But here it is before the internet sees it. A full text since before he left. Unfortunately, that image was deleted, but Opie comes in 8 days after the original post one more time and says, hi all, I'm so sorry for the slow replies. I own a business which is consuming. My kiddo came home from school for the long weekend and it was my birthday. I've been sort of juggling everything. I went out with my other brother, mentioned in the post above, He still thinks that little brother is doing something that he doesn't want me to know about, and told me to give it a few more days. I completely respect privacy. But it's so weird because me and little brother are close and discuss things, and I'm his favorite. I sent little brother another text saying I'd be having local law enforcement do a wellness check on him if he doesn't FaceTime me. He said he would on my birthday, yesterday. He didn't. He claims where he is at has poor service, so he has to go to town and get service. This is feasible, but isn't there Wi-Fi? I'm so sorry this isn't the update the internet needs, but I don't have answers right now. I hope to have them soon. I feel like my little brother is everyone's little brother now, and the outpouring of support through DMs and comments has been amazing. Thank you so much. I promise I will update as soon as I know anything. And there wasn't an update since, and that just left me, that's terrifying. Some people still suspecting that he just wanted to get away from everything. Other people, going down dark paths. What do you guys reckon that's going on in that situation? Like I always say, I've read one too many of these stories. I listen to too many true crime podcasts, and yeah, my mind is all over the place with that. But what do you guys make of that situation? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And just a huge thank you for being here today, getting involved in the stories. Your love, your support, your time always means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care and much love.